Hello everyone to a new YouTube video on this channel, and this time we going back to an old deck that already existed. It's called Esper Stax. I came up with this idea again after seeing people like Seth and Ben Stark playing the Yorion Orsov list, and also Gabriel Nassif playing a Yorion control list while not even having Yorion in the main as a companion. So I came up with maybe we can mix those decks together, and it just ended up to be an Esper Stax list. So yeah, I go shortly over the list. What's the goal of the deck and how it works? So as I mentioned, this is a Yorion list, so it has Yorion as a companion, which makes us having 20 more cards in the deck. Besides that, we need a lot of enchantments because we play Dance of the Mans, which is 2 mana, 1 white, 1 blue, X sorcery. Return up to X target artifacts and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with converted mana cost X or less, from your graveyard to the battlefield. If X is 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creature in addition to the other types. This is basically an additional finisher. We play a lot of enchantments and artifacts. Yeah, I just go over them now, and then we go to the other cards. So we have two Birth of Maleficus. It's a good card that gives us some lands from the deck, I mean planes. Also, it gives you a wall against aggressive decks, and in the end you gain 2 life. You can also get it back with the with the Dance of the Mans, or just blink it, get another land. And for Omen of the Seas, this is just such a strong enchantment. 2 mana, flash when it comes into play on the battlefield. Scry 2, then draw a card. You can sacrifice it for 3 mana and scry 2. Another enchantment is Omen of the Sun. Flash 3 mana. When it comes to the battlefield, you get 2 1/1 tokens and you gain 2 life. You can pay 3 also and scry 2. Another enchantment that I added is the Treacherous Blessing. 3 mana. When it comes to the battlefield, you draw 3 cards, but whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. The next enchantment here gonna be Doom Foretold, which used to be a key enchantment in the old Esper Stax list. It's more additional. I still like it. I think it's a really good target for Dance of the Mans. And just overall, yeah, it's a strong card. So 4 mana, white, black 2. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, the player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If the player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, and you create a 2/2 white knight, and you gain 2 lives. So there's a lot what this card does. So I think it's good. Definitely, this card doesn't like Tamio, but besides that, the card's pretty good. And then we have Oath of Kaya, 3 mana legendary enchantment. When it comes to the battlefield, you can choose a target, you do 3 damage, and you gain 3 life. Whenever they attack the Planeswalker, opponent takes 2 damage, you gain 2 life. And the last enchantment is Elspeth's Conquer Staff. It's a 5 mana enchantment. I mean, what do I have to say about this enchantment? I mean, it's in every deck that runs white mostly. 5 mana comes into play. You can exile a target, a permanent with 3 or greater converted mana cost. Then the second step says don't creature spell cost 2 more. Third step would be return a planeswalker or creature from your graveyard to the game. So this would be all enchantments, and since we have so many enchantments, we also included 2 Archon of the Sun's Grace. 4 mana, 2 white, 2 colorless, Archon creature, 3/4 flying with lifelink. Has Constellation also. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white Pegasus token. This works really well, obviously, with all our enchantment. And on top of that, we play Yorion main board as well. So let's say we have an Archon, we have an Omen of the Sun and an Omen of the Sea in the game. We have Archon, we play Yorion, we bounce the Omen of the Sea and the Sun. They come into play again, and we get 2 triggers from the Archon. Besides, we get also the trigger of Omen of the Suns and Omen of the Sea. So you see what we can do with this deck. There's a lot of value that gets generated. It works with all enchantment and the blink effect of Yorion. Then we also have some Planeswalker in this deck. We run 3 Narset. Maybe there could be 4, but for now it's 3. Yeah, each opponent can only draw 1 card each turn, and you can pay 2 loyalty, and you can check the top 4 card, reveal a non-creature, non-land card from them, put it on your hand. Really good card in this meta. Overall, just strong. Then we also run 4 Teferi Time Reveler. Also a card I think I do not have to say much about it. It's just each opponent can cast spells anytime they could cast sorcery. So now it's the moment where they. I mean, this is like, you have to understand, Reclamation was really, really dominant, so having Teferi definitely helps. Sure, soon is the M21, but if you still want to enjoy now some competitive game, Teferi is definitely something you want to have in your deck if you want to play against Reclamation decks. Also here, Kaya, Ors of the Usurper. This card got popular again with the deck from Newbie, the Ors of Yorion list that Seth played. And yeah, it's a 3 mana Planeswalk as well. You can +1. You can exile up to 2 targets from graveyard. If it's a creature, one of those you get 2 life. -1. This is a really good ability because you can exile target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less. So you can actually remove the sharks from the game. I like it, and yeah, -5, the ultimate. It deals damage to target player equal the number of cards that player owns in exile, and you gain that much life. So yeah, 2 of your main deck. There are a lot of sharks, there are a lot of Uros, there are a lot of cards where you want to use this. And yeah, so, oh yeah, also another card, we have 3 Shatters, just for the aggressive decks, and we run 1 Hellet's Intervention to have a bit better game against Chunt game 1. And we run 3 Yorion's mainboard, besides having here on the companion slot. Yorion just, well, amazing card, and I mean, I think that every card in this deck is worth blinking. Maybe not Doom Foretold, but it doesn't matter, it can still trigger the Archon. So yeah, Yarn, a really good card. The mana base looks like this. We added the Triumph just to have an extra tap land. I'm not 100% sure, but it always worked out so far. Then sideboard. The sideboard looks different than the one you're going to see in the games, and this is basically because I completely went too far in dealing with Reclamation. While we have Teferi and V-Domain, I think I totally misread the sideboard. So if you see the games only, this is the sideboard I would take now. I would maybe change a bit if I do more testing. But yeah, we run 4 Glasscasket, really good target for aggressive decks. And you can also bounce it with Yorion in case if you had a Crazies or a Serpent, where the Serpent dies or the Crazies dies when it comes back in the game, and you can choose a new target. We also run 2 Gusts because green is everywhere. 2 Despock really flexible. They work against Wreck, against Wolves, against ECDs, against Planeswalkers. There's like a lot of targets we can hit with Despocks. Mystical Disputes to deal with the early Narsets and the Fairies from opponent, and just to have a counter. Really good card. I decided to go with the Ashok over the Needle again. I like in this type of deck that we can also blink Ashok to refill it again. So I decided to go for Ashok, but I can also see the Needle here. Feel free, whatever you want to go. And 2 Hellet's Intervention. Yeah, just another good card against Junt to deal with all the artifacts and enchantment they have. So yeah, this is the sideboard, this is the deck. I have a lot of fun playing this deck. I think I will keep playing this a while now until we have the M21 coming up in 2 days. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the games and see you next time. We used to play the Triumph to have another dual color land. Okay. I'm mulligan on opponent's side. I kinda miss playing Yorion. It sounds stupid, but I really enjoy the blinking stuff around, so I kinda like it, and I'm glad it's back. You see a Teemo land here, which indicates a possible Teemo Reclamation. The Teferi is pretty good there. But the question is, can we resolve a Teferi? Since they started, they usually have a counter on their hands. They play like between 4 and 6 counters in main. One of them could easily be a counter. Doomfall is nice sometimes if they want to resolve Reclamation and don't have a counter, but they can always have flash creatures to prevent the sacrifice on the Reclamation. Opponent's not sure what to do here, it seems. Maybe miss the land, it's a bit tilted, or I don't know. Opponent, it's your go. Well, I guess that can happen. Yorion here is not needed. We do not have too many things to bounce right now. Opponent seems to DC. Opponent. Recording YouTube videos, by the way. Okay, opponent is back. I don't know what happened there. Maybe there was actually no land. I think I have to try to resolve the ferry here. So they had one of their disputes. Usually play free, and they had one on the hand. It's fine. Dark one is decent. It's not perfect, but yeah. I wonder if they run Storm's Wrath, because that definitely changes my decision a lot. We're gonna use the passage here to filter the deck for lands, because we already have two other lands in our hand. Usually we don't take the white. And we're gonna attack here. Life gain is really good. I could go super greedy, play a second Archon, but if this one resolves and he has only 3 cards, having 2 out of their, wow, out of their 5 to 6 counters is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And just slamming cards like that, huh? If this is another counter, we'll be super confused. I think it's time to go greedy now. So they can scry and find the explosion. And if they do, I think I have a problem. But my Doom Foretold can make them sacrifice their Ambusher or their Reclamation, which is good. And it gives me 2 tokens as well. I'm probably gonna shock just to play around. I think I should shock to play around their counter here. But if they had a counter, they would have used it for the Archon. But yeah, I got shock and I still have my Triumph. If they have the 3rd counter here, this is incredible. I have to say, this is actually incredible. Not expect something like this. At least they cannot scry here. And they go on 6. I'd rather get the draw here. So they still have the 1/1 flyer there to block. But the Archon gives us lifelink, which is really good. If they top decked an explosion here, I mean, then they really had a good draw. Because they could easily top deck this after having all the counters. 2 negate main is super greedy though, but I guess they were prepared for decks like this. I really hope they didn't top deck here. It looks like a top deck. This is it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, but sometimes it's how you lose, right? Okay, it's not that top deck though, but this is still not fun. It's still a really good top deck for what they could draw. If this is another counter here, I'll be really mad. We don't care about the wolf right now. And we're gonna set the land here. So we could technically use the Yorion next turn to bounce the ECD to get rid of the wolf. And now their explosion is not that big, so that's fine. We don't have lethal though. This was a really good draw. Oh, that's interesting. If they do that, they lose. They maybe drew another Shark Typhoon. I don't know. Why would they attack here? Okay. I think it's not what we need. Okay, I think it's better to play Yorion here than the Doom Foretold. And then we slowly start attacking. So if we attack here, we're gonna lose one, but it's okay. Well, they had a mulligan to 5 and they kept fighting this long. This is crazy. Reclamation sure is a strong deck. Our Doom Foretold is 2 secure damage here, which is nice. But we can attack with all here. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, there are two things going on here. You usually want to flash in things. Well, it's an okay late game card, but they got so much removal. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need all the shatters. Actually, I don't think we need the shatters at all with this configuration here. We got Doom Fortolds, we got the ECDs. We have ways to deal with creatures because there will be more ambushers. But I had the ambusher game 1, so not be too much of a change. It's a decent hand. We got the fairy omens to draw. I like this. Yeah, we take a second to fairy for sure. If the first one gets countered, we still have a second one. Okay, they don't have a growth spiral, which is nice. I removed the Ether Guts from the sideboard as well. I started to not like it too much anymore. I think I can actually take both here. We're just gonna slam it here. If they have Reclamation next turn and untap with it, it's sure strong, but I think slamming it here is definitely the right choice. I think I go for the Archon as well again. If they drop the Wolf here, I think I'm still okay. And the Archon is okay. It can get countered. So they drop the Wolf here. And now we play the game where he makes tokens, I make token, mine fly. Opponents don't. I mean, okay, sure. We kinda need to slam the Teferi. And hope for the best, right? We still have an Omen of the Sea plus Yorion, so we can get a lot of tokens. But I think I'm gonna bounce. They could have a Dragonfire here, but at this point this looks way better. They could have a Shark Typhoon so I don't attack. If they have a Shark Typhoon, my Teferi dies 100%. So the goal is to play Omen into Yorion now. Get a token. That stop just tells me there is a Shark Typhoon, right? I mean, if it stops like this, there has to be a Shark Typhoon. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure there's a Shark Typhoon. We're gonna let the Teferi in for now. Otherwise they can play the wolf as well, and I do not want them to play the wolf. We're definitely gonna attack with the 2-2 here. If they have a Shark Typhoon, we're gonna see it. Just to be sure. I think I'm pretty correct about this. This is both fine. I mean, it is a removal for the reclamation, and sometimes it gets you out of that lethal, and then you just counterattack. We have another Yorion if you want to just redo this stuff. They have to play stuff main turn. Shock here. Okay. Could be an explosion for 3 on Tef. Yeah. Made sense. Made sense. Okay. I'm still gonna keep attacking. I don't care if I lose a 2-2 here. I have another one on my hand. I can keep up Heliod Intervention here. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I mean, I still have another Omen here as well. And I wanna keep up my counters plus Intervention if possible. If I have to face the Reclamation there. Cycling main. That's a bit interesting. Or is that cycling main? That's really strange. What did they draw? That must be really bad. Lands are not bad either. That's a good draw. That's the best draw I could have gotten here. So they need to counter this. Otherwise, who win the game? Because you can bounce the shock. Okay, they could make another shock though. Could make another shock. We're gonna pay this. If they have a second one, I mean, then we don't. Right? Then we just have to dispute up. And good game. Okay, so this was the first game. I don't know what's happening in game 1, and game 2 I think they draw really bad. So yeah, so this was Esper Stax against Reclamation. Yeah, let's go to the next game. Since I still play a 80 card stack. We're gonna keep this hand here. Yeah. Starting with a temple to find another land. Having 2 permanents before Doom Foretold is nice, but we probably only be able to play 1. And we kind of forced to get the land here, even though I wish it would be a black source. Okay, we don't know yet what opponent is playing. Fabled Passage. Could be anything. Green looks like Chunt now. Never mind. Never mind. Sultai. So that's a tricky matchup. This one I tested and it went really long, but I enjoy those type of games. So they have their ramp, which is not fun for sure. They ramped really good. They're on 5 mana. Growth Pile into Ur is really, really strong. And they even get their Fort Erasure out, which is also bad. Probably just lose a Doom Foretold here. I mean, the other cards seem not too good here, especially not against opponent. I mean, this is good against Chunt, this is good against aggressive decks. So, yeah, if they have a Tamio, we basically just gonna lose anyways. That just signalizes me that they could have a Tamio here. Okay, so the thing now is we have to attack here because we need to make sure that we deal with Tamio, because that one really looked like a Tamio to me. They cannot play their Nissa here. I mean, they can surely play that. I think we're gonna wait with the Doom Foretold here. Already 5 on the graveyard is a lot though. If they find a way to get another card here and they have 2 cards left, it's gonna be really hard. So maybe I should have dropped the Doom Foretold there. If this is a Fort Erasure, they have the best hand possible. So they really want to go for the Uro here. So me dropping Doom Foretold will not help. They get 2 draws out of it. It's pretty good. I think I should have dropped the Doom Foretold. This was a really good draw. Is it worth it? We also miss a land. But they draw a card anyways. This is really bad. I mean, if we find an Narset against the Sultai, it's a way easier matchup. Way easier matchup. Okay, I had worse. But yeah, we lost the Black Source for our Doom Foretold, which is not perfect. But if we find a Black Source and they play something here, they have to sacrifice it. So this is pretty nice. Shocking here. 3, 4, okay, Nissa. So if they have 2 spells, it's good. If not, it's not that strong. They have 2 spells, so that's perfect for them, right? Also, it's the best card that interacts with Uro here. Yeah, I don't think we have an out anymore. This is closer to not straw that Sultai can have. Double ramp into Disruption plus Uro Crazes. Followed by Nissa. This is not easy. Yeah, so we go next game. I don't think we could have done anything else here. This was just way too strong. I think Hellish Intervention is definitely the worst card here. Caskets are okay for the crisis. And potential lands and so on. So I'd rather have 2 caskets here than the Oath of Kaya. I forgot to add the Ashok. Yeah, Ashok has to go in here 100%. Damn, yeah, I forgot to take Ashok. It's a bit sad. Ashok would be a really good card here. We have counters in place, so we have to go for this. Yeah. Worst case scenario if we Omen if they have this Growth Spiral plus Dispute. But yeah, that can happen. So this way we have Omen plus the Dispute up. We cannot let them ramp again like before. They ramped so hard last time. It really hard to keep up. Don't need those 2 cards. That's a way better card. Yeah, let's just drop this one. They could counter this. Sure. So if they drop Tammy here, we have the ECD prepared. Okay, this is minus ECD. Dance in Demands is also a dangerous card. So let's hope they don't have another hand disruption ability. We take the Yorion on our hand. Yorion gives us potential 2 draws with the Omen. We need to dodge Nissa though. I mean, the answer demands at one point is nice, but if they have a Nissa, they know we cannot do anything right now. That's super unfortunate. And that was, wow. This is like, okay. Well, sometimes you have those games, you know, where opponents just have everything. As one of those games. Double hand disruption there was huge. Sure, I can get rid of it. But the question is it worth, right? So if they have another hand disruption spell here, I could have done it. Oh no, I couldn't, I was short one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Omen here. So we can at least get rid of Uro. Definitely not the crisis. So now we need to dodge a counter. I mean, we draw one of those 2, huh? I mean, if they counter it, we most likely lose anyway. So we have to go for it, and then we see if we do it or not. Obviously, it would have been better if we had one more land here, but they could easily have a counter here. They did not have a counter. So this gives us a little bit a small comeback, I would say. Nope. This is good. Second Teferi. No. We need... okay. Well, never mind. We still didn't find a single Narset. They could also casualty us here. But it only is a land plus an enchantment. Which could be worse. We have a Yorion in the graveyard though, that's dangerous. So this is a casualties. Could be worse, as I said. So Growth Spiral, okay. We're gonna bounce our Omen here.
This isn't a fight you can win. That's more like it.
Yeah, we do not want to draw more lands though. Draw them any lands. Yorion is okay. They draw a lot of lands too, but they are, I mean, they play the ramp deck. Uro. Can they? They can. Obviously they can. I mean, sure. Which means we have to play the Teferi here. It's not what we want. Oh wow, they do not do it. Well, that's okay for us, I guess.
Only time will tell.
Okay, so we get rid of Uro.
I faced undead horrors. This is
Crazies, I guess.
I'll be back. I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Not sure if this is correct though, but
I am not going to sit this one. Let's try
I need a lot of card advantage here. So what we do not want to see is a Crazies now. And we already dealt with 3 casualties.
Usually I'm better at
2
that.
casualties. They have not. What the? Didn't we just? Okay. I mean, sure. Okay. They really know how to draw. Feels like every card is gas, but I mean it's so tight. So they have to remove it. So we have to play the ECD here. And our Teferi survives, so we can at least deal with Uro, which is really good. Are they for real? Well, I have to say, this is kind of annoying now. It's a limit to what is normal and what not. Okay, we found at least this. So we can stop the Uro a bit. No perfect though.
Here we go.
Too bad. I'm gonna make myself scarce.
I mean, at least we found one solution, but them having another Uro there was really crazy. Okay, so they don't care about the Teferi. If they have another casualties here, then I really don't know what to do. Okay, that's fine. Please don't have another Uro. I just dealt with one. How do you do this? I could use the Omen for Scry to find something better. I could find another dance. I mean, if I find a dance here, this is huge. Probably have to do it. But this is a hard one. Jesus. And I also get an Uro again, right? If they found the land. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, shit. This is, it's a funny game to watch, I guess. I get it completely demolished. And I can do nothing against it. Okay. So, if I find I need to find that one card, right? That one card. Well, it's a good game. I can still find the card. Please, now I need to find the card because it's a good game.
I'll protect you.
Still in the game.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Can still find the card, right?
Right on schedule.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Tamio is not cool. I mean, will to do rest is like whatever, right? We're just gonna block with one here. I know they can replay it. You also have our Teferi.
Let me aid your research.
So they have another casualty. Dodge the They have 14 cards. If I had an Ashok here, that'd be really fun though. Another Tamio. I mean, they can still find the casualty.
Will be excellent research.
Ah, this is risky. This is really risky.
To the library.
They have 9 cards left. Okay, we found an pseudo answer, which is okay. 9 cards, huh? I wonder which is better, to bounce the Uro. The Uros, I don't mind though. I think we're gonna.
Might be a bad idea.
I mean, gives me an extra blocker next turn, right? I know they have casualties, but me having that one card here helps a lot.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Can still find that card. This is an interesting game. What could they find in the graveyard? They have nothing. I mean, they can attack here, but it's fine.
I know.
That don't Vito though. I mean, sure they can replay it, but if we're gonna win this game, this would be hilarious. That one card. They have how many cards? 4. Are you sure you wanna attack? 3. I mean, you wanna replay an Ura? Do they play chase?
This study is over.
Do they play chase? That would be actually hilarious. Too. I still think it's worth to do it. Oi. It's a good one. I cannot do anything against the casualties, so let me get rid of that one. Oh, this was there. What? Wait, what? Okay, sir. I did not expect this. Did actually not expect this. This was a funny game. My god, they milled themselves. As I told in the beginning, like, when I played this game against Sultai, it took me forever. It took me also forever, and I won one game with milling as well. So it's quite funny to see it happening again. It's the first Narset though. It's one of those hands. Okay, it's the first Narset. And if you find the blue lands, this is the best card against them. Found the blue land. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. It's not bad. Okay, so this is minus Narset. 100%. We're gonna have to draw here. It's countable. I mean, at least you have an ECD. I mean, the blessing is nice. They missed land. Because if they, since they missed land, I think I can go for it. We have to discard though, but so they have less information, right? The Kaya is really good. Yeah, a bit annoyed here, but the Kaya is really good.
It isn't seek and find.
I know they missed land. They're looking for an Atris. Maybe this is risky to do here.
This will be child's play. I'll be back. Well done.
This is maybe too risky, because if they have a Nissa here, it's definitely not easy, but we still have a ECD. Okay, they're fishing. Well, that's fine. Has to be... What? Oh. Okay. I see. I see what's going on here. Yeah, they can plus here. We're just gonna get the good stuff away.
The storied past holds
They knew, they knew. The question is, do they have a counter or not?
You better watch your back from here on out.
I think I risk it. Still have another one. I'm gonna draw 3 cards here, which is huge. So all they have is lands. They topped the card though. That was a really good one. I mean, we only have ECD, but the Narset here is huge. And what is that, Tamio? 4. I have 3, so 4 if they're plus. Also really nice. Uro. Okay, they basically need to find a land here. If they don't find a land, they cannot escape Uro. And they're gonna kill Tamio. They can return a land, but then they don't have 6.
I follow the track.
That was actually cute. Yeah, we miss a land here. I think I still have to drop the Narset here. Narset is just too strong. They had no answer to it.
I know 88 ways to defeat.
Which usually is game now.
Be gone.
I have learned little here.
And I will not attack because they could still draw Nissa, right? Because if I have not... The moment I have Narset, it's just so good. I mean, look at this. No draw. No draw, sir. No draw. And now -2 Uro. This is a... opponent... Okay, opponent missed a land there. But I guess opponent was real tilted after this. Some really good games here. I hope you enjoyed them. I think this was a crazy game. And yeah, if you like this type of video, feel free to subscribe. I usually play decks in high mythic ladder. Now I was only like 500, but yeah, soon is the M21 release. And if you have any deck, feel free to send them to me in Discord or on Twitch. See you next time.